Assalamu alaikum.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Hagir Network and the Hagir Show. We are so excited to be with you guys here today. Today is what? Autism Monday. But before we get started with today's show, we just want to say thank you to our 73,000 followers. We are so excited. Please continue to like, share, and comment, and send to all your friends. We appreciate everything from the comments to the new followers to the likes and the love. We definitely appreciate it. Oh, don't forget to follow. Don't forget to follow us on all social media: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Hey y'all, hey. Please make sure you are following us on Facebook and vice versa. We want to know where you're watching at and how often you watch us, and if this time works for you, so let us know. Also, don't forget we have February's contest. So if you have a special talent, if you sing, you dance, you cook, you draw, you rap, you hula hoop, whichever.
You sleep.
Whichever, yeah. You sleep. Send it to us. You can drop it in the comments below, or you can email it at info@hagirnetwork.com.
مرحب، السلام عليكم كلكم. الليلة يوم التوعية بطيف التوحد. حنتكلم بعربي وبإنجليزي في خلال الحلقة دي وكل الحلقات. Every live you will hear us say in Arabic and English. So if you miss something that Maya said, I will repeat it in Arabic and also in English. We're not gonna let anyone go without hearing, understanding. So stay with us. If you come and you hear us talking in English, be patient. After we will say it in Arabic. So let's get to the topic. We always talk to you about autism awareness. التوعية بطيف التوحد كل يوم اثنين، وبدينا من البداية بالعلامات. لو انتوا ما متابعين, if you were not following us, please go and see our previous videos. تابعوا فيديوهاتنا. كل يوم اثنين قاعدين ننزل معلومات عن طيف التوحد. We share information about even the early sign for parents, moms and dad, العلامات المبكرة, early signs, how you can get help, كيف تلقى مساعدة إذا طفلك, if your son or daughter, لو طفلك أو طفلتك حسيت بأنهم ممكن يكونوا واقعين في طيف التوحد. They're falling in a spectrum, autism spectrum disorder. If you feel your son or daughter need the help, we will walk you through. We walk you through what you need to do. خطوة بخطوة بنمشي معاكم إنه شو ممكن تعملوه. What services are out there. الخدمات الموجودة في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية أو أي منطقة أنت موجود فيها أو أنت موجودة فيها. Wherever you're at, we will have some information, valuable information on how you can get help for your kid. Also, we talked about the relationship between the mental health, العلاقة بين الصحة النفسية والتشخيص. We also talked about what you experience as a parent, as a family, or someone in a society when your son and daughter are diagnosed with autism. لما أطفالكم يتم تشخيصهم اتكلمنا عن الأحاسيس المختلفة اللي ممكن يمروا بها الأسرة وحتى الأهل والأصحاب. So today we are focusing on the emotion when you hear the diagnosis.
Yes.
Right before, right after, and during. حنتكلم عن الأحاسيس اللي بيمروا بها الأم والأب والأسرة لما يحصل تشخيص لطفلهم بطيف التوحد، قبل التشخيص، أثناء التشخيص، وبعد التشخيص. So what I just said is how are we feeling before the diagnosis, during the diagnosis, throughout the process, and after it. So Maya, take us in.
So today we're going to be talking about 5 key points that parents, the different emotions that parents go through before and after an autism diagnosis.
Yeah.
So our first emotion that parents may initially feel is shock.
حنتكلم عن الأحاسيس اللي بتحصل قبل ما يحصل التشخيص. أول إحساس الإحساس بتاع الخلع، يعني you feel shocked. بتحس بإنه يعني زي كأنه حاجة دي ما حاصلة. It's not real.
So parents may initially feel profound sense of shock upon receiving an autism diagnosis for their child, as it challenges their expectations and preconceived notions of parenthood. And that's a really hard thing. You know, Hagir has actually talked about it, and not just our daily motivation videos, but on some of our autism shows of like the different emotions that you went through when you first started seeing the signs when he was a baby to actually having a doctor tell you.
Yeah, the emotion that parents go through from the day, like I always say that no mom or dad just wake up and got surprised with their kid diagnosis. ما في ولا أبو بيتفاجئوا بالتشخيص. Get surprised. It is all, there's signs, just like anything else. There are signs. في علامات مبكرة من اللحظة اللي بتولد فيها الطفل. From the moment your son or daughter join us in this world, you will notice. حتلاحظ حاجات، علامات, signs will direct you to feel there is something that needs attention. حتوريك إنه في حاجة ما تابعة النمو على حسب تشخيصه، على حسب ما هو معروف بالنسبة لنا. So getting to know that there is something need attention is the first sign. أول حاجة إنك بتعرف إنه في حاجة مختلفة في طفلك ده. Different abilities, or your son or daughter are different. So being different is not a problem. It's not wrong. You just have to know what are they different from the other kids, right? So the emotion that you feel, Maya just said the preconceived notion أو التوقعات. لما يتولد لك طفل جديد بيكون عندك توقعات, expectations, توقعات. When you have a new child, you expect them to grow up in a specific order based on the developmental chart, right? There is a developmental chart, and we talked about that in our previous videos. But when your child does not follow that, you start to think. حتبدأ تفكر. And then you feel some kind of way, and it's okay. الأم ولا الأب بيشعروا إنهم they mourn the child they want to have. You know, and that doesn't make you a monster. الحاجة دي ما بتخليكم إنكم أشخاص سيئين, someone who's bad. No, it just makes you a normal human being who goes through experience and emotions. You expect your child to look at you, to talk back when you talk, to hug you, to do most of the things that you saw other kids do. So الأم والأب بيكونوا متوقعين طفلهم إنمو بطريقة تابعة للحاجة اللي هم عارفينها وشافوها. So when your son or daughter don't follow, لما ما يتبعوا النمو المعروف بيحصل لك صدمة. You go through a phase of denial. You go through that phase. Every mom and dad بيحصل لهم الصدمة وبيحسوا بإنه لا طفلي ما ممكن يكون كده. I hear it a lot. Not my son, not my daughter. You know, my son is normal. What is normal?
Right. That's the real question.
Is anyone normal?
No, I'm not.
We all have our different abilities, different way of thinking. We all normal in our own way. There is like a saying that kids or anybody in life, they are like popcorns. You are going to reach your poop, the popping, you know? But it might be different. Like when you have popcorns, not all of them pop at the same time. You find one that will pop, 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 pop. That's why they call it popcorn, right?
Right.
And then you might find one that would not be able to
Pop at all.
At all.
Yeah.
So it's just you realizing and understanding that there is something,
Right.
and you take the time to grieve,
Right.
and feel the emotion, not to push it away.
Yeah, y'all, I be getting so amazed because she just jumped right to the next topic.
And I swear I did not.
I swear, I don't tell. I just tell her the title, and then that's how you know it's real and not scripted, y'all. So number 2, the next step is grief. The realization that your child may face unique challenges can evoke a sense of grief for the dreams and the expectations they had for their children's future.
grieving يعني لحظة الحزن، لحظة إنك لما تفقد زول when someone die in your family you grieve. لما يموت لك زول حتحس بالأسى بالحزن، حتحس بمشاعر كثيرة بالفقد. A loss. فقد is loss, right? So when you give birth to a child that does not fit what the society expectation. لما تلدي لك طفل هو ما بمواصفات السوسايتي المجتمع بتاعنا, it's different. You will feel you're grieving, and that's okay. You're gonna grieve. حتحس بالحزن, حتحس ب يعني الفقد, because you are losing your imagination of how your son or daughter supposed to be. So حتحزن على الطفل اللي انت المجتمع, the society say normal. So let's just say that's what the society think, right? So you're going to grieve that loss. You are going to feel sad, and you're going to go through all those emotions. So, you know, don't push it away. Just like with anything in life, you have to let it take its course. لازم تتعود على انه تخلي الاحاسيس والمشاعر دي تطلع. لكن في نفس الوقت at the same time you cannot wait in that stage, the denial stage, which I unfortunately للأسف I see a lot of parents, moms and dads, or one of them go through this denial for a long time, which will create more work for the other party, and in the process your son or daughter will suffer. So في الوقت اللي انتوا قاعدين فيه في denial, قاعدين فيه بتقولوا لا طفلي ما عنده حاجة, طفلي ما عنده شيء, الوقت ده ضايع من زمن طفلك وطفلتك. This is time that your son or daughter are losing, and they're not going to get back. Truly, they're not going to get back, because the first 6 years, 6 years of their life is the golden years. So you need to go through any emotion that you have to go through. Don't stop it, but at the same time, do not stop the progress. Because your son or daughter need the therapy, need the diagnosis, need the attention. Some of them might need medication. They need to have all of that. That's not going to affect you. Take your time into feeling, you know, what you need to feel. But at the same time, don't let your feelings, your stages affect what you can do and you need to do for your son or daughter. So basically, I'll say power through, tough it up, buttercup, because it's not about you.
And, you know,
it's not about you. You're feeling, oh, my son's supposed to be this way. Well, it's about the child.
I actually follow this mom on TikTok.
Speak louder.
And she has an older son. He's about her height, and he's nonverbal. And she said that ignoring the signs that your child may have autism in the beginning is like not putting them in school until, like, say they're 9 years old. What is that, 5th grade? Like you're waiting to not put them in school at all, and then you put them in school when they're in 5th grade. They've lost so much time of what they could have learned to enhance them and make them better. So you have to see it the same way. That analogy goes hand in hand. if you hold on to your own personal feelings, you're really being selfish.
Yes.
You brought a child into the world. It is up to you to train up a child in the way that they should go. That means give them all the tools to be successful. So if you're only thinking about yourself, oh my
thinking
word.
about how you feel.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're not telling you not to feel any kind of way or experience those emotions. But while you're experiencing them, remember that whatever you do is going to affect your son or daughter.
Right.
They are not going to get up and go apply for a school for themselves.
Facts.
It's your job as a parent to actually stop being selfish, and I'm going to say it because I've seen it a lot. So many parents worried about the society and what other people think of them. كمية كبيرة جدا جدا من الأمهات والآباء بينسوا إنه المساعدة لطفلهم وطفلتهم ما لهم هم بس، وبيفتكروا إنه الموضوع بخصهم هم. How am I going to look in front of other people? ناس تعبانة في إنها تحاول تصلح صورتها. Trying to make their picture perfect in front of everyone except the people that matter. بتحاول إنك أنت تظهر بصورة هي ما حقيقية عشان أنت بيهموك الناس اللي حولك أكتر مما بيهمك طفلك أو طفلتك. وأنا I'm not saying that to put a blame on the mom or dad, but to give you a wake-up call.
Right.
Because it is not okay at all.
Right.
So you go through the shock.
Yep.
حتجيك الإحساس بتاع الخلعة، إحساس الحزن، الأسى، إحساس الفقد, the grieving, and all of those emotions happen before, and they're gonna go through, and even after you receive the diagnosis.
It'll be more profound after you.
Yep.
After somebody
I
verbally
cried.
tells you. Yeah.
I was ready. I knew from Kareem was like 8 months to like a year. It was more clear to me, but you know from day one. You know, and even though I started early, Kareem was registered into the early intervention at 1.5 years. He got his diagnosis at 2-year-old because I was on top of it and made sure that the doctors are going to see him and he's going to be assessed. And they did that. And when she gave me the numbers, my God, I felt like this is the end of the world, honestly. Even me knowing and being in the healthcare, and this is what I know. And I knew he needed help. But when they told me the diagnosis, لما قالوا لي التشخيص, اتفجعت بالبكا. I cried my eyes out, and the doctor was so good. And I told her, I said, I know better. أنا عارفة إنه كريم يعني عنده حيتشخص بتوحد، لكن ما قدرت لما سمعت التشخيص. At that moment I felt that I lost the kid that, you know, you basically grieve like you lost the kid that you want.
You thought you were gonna have.
And you thought you're gonna have. And then at that moment, everything came to my mind. The kids who get sexually abused. The kids who are getting bullied. You know, everything come to my mind. كل الحاجات دي جات في راسي إنه كريم ممكن يحصل له تنمر، ممكن يحصل له احتداء، ممكن زول يحتدي عليه sexually، يحتدي عليه بأي شكل من الأشكال، وجاتني في راسي الحياة الصعبة اللي هو حيعيشها. It came to my mind the hard life that he's gonna live, and not just him. That's mean my life is gonna be put on hold. And at that moment, you can be selfish too, because you're not grieving for the son or daughter you want, but you're grieving for the life that you want. حتحس بأنك أنت فقدت حياتك أنت ذاتك. يعني بعد ده حياتك بقت ما حقتك. Your life is not yours. Your life belongs to somebody who is taking control. And then day by day, every day, you wake up and you find that you have to do everything for this human being you brought to life. تلقى انك انت اي حاجه المفروض تعملها لطفلك ده، يعني ما لسه هو ما عنده امكانيه يتكلم. He doesn't have a way to communicate. ما عنده طريقه يمشي الحمام براو. He doesn't know how to go to the bathroom by himself. If I don't feed him he's not gonna eat. لو انت ما اكلت طفلك ما حياكل. لو ما عملت له اي حاجه ما حيعمل اللي يروح براو. فحتلقى روحك انه انت you have more task added to your schedule. And especially if you're a working mom and a dad. لو انتوا ناس بتمشوا بتشتغلوا وما عندكم امكانيه. You don't have the ability, financial ability. You don't have the time. You don't have the support or the help of people around you. And many families, you will find the husband is in denial and the mom takes on the role. Or the moms is in denial and the husband and the dad takes on the roles. So at the end of the day حتلقى انه الام براها ماسكه الشغل ولا الاب براه ماسكه الشغل. والشخص الثاني ده لسه في المرحله بتاعت الرفض, denial, رفض. So instead of dealing with the whole thing together, you might find yourself you have to go at it alone. And that's add another emotional and like physical stress on you as and your son. And we see a lot of parents take it on their kids, take it out on their kids. And that's another topic. All right, go ahead.
So our next key emotion is fear. Parents may experience fear about the unknown aspects of raising a child with autism.
I just said that.
Worrying about the challenges that they might encounter and the potential impact on their child's life. So basically, exactly what she said, the fear of the unknown. Not being able to communicate, not being able to let them know if something happened to them, if somebody said something. That's why it's really important for autism and anything else, any other diagnosis, to find your answers early so that they have a chance to be successful.
So for me, I just already spoke about the fear, right? اتكلمت عن الخوف اللي بيجيك انت كأم ولا أب. The fear that you have as a parent. And the fear is, some of it is rational and some is irrational. جزء من الخوف هو خوف يعني لأسباب منطقية. And some of it جزء منها لأسباب غير منطقية. اللي هو أنت بتكون من حياتك وتجربتك, from your life experience. Like from my work, I work in different settings of healthcare. So I see and I heard horror story. سمعت قصص مخيفة كثيرة عن الأطفال اللي بيكونوا ما عندهم احتياجات خاصة وتعامل الناس معهم, about how people treat kids with special needs. So all of this come to your mind, rushing to your mind when you hear the diagnosis or when you feel there is something that needs to be addressed. So this fear, how are we going to deal with this fear? You deal with this fear by knowledge. بتتعامل مع الخوف ده بإنه تعرف المعرفة. Learn about autism. أعرف عن التشخيص بتاع التوحد. Learn about the resources. أعرف كيف تقدر تساعد طفلك. الحاجات الموجودة, resources موجودة. أعرف شنو الممكن أنت تعمله عشان ما تساعد طفلك. What you need to do to help your son or daughter. One of my thing is I put cameras all around my house. That drove my girls crazy at the beginning, but it was for my peace of mind. You know, I have people come in to help and stuff like that. So I want to make sure that my son is taken care of. He can't communicate. هو ما بيقدر يتكلم معاي كان مش فعشان أنا أعرف لو في زول يتعامل معاه كعب, if someone is treating him bad, someone is abusing him, if something that he cannot communicate to me, I want to know. So whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable, عشان ما تخلي روحك تحس بالاطمئنان, to feel like safe, to feel okay. Also, learn about who you're coming around your son or daughter. When you take them to that daycare, make sure you drop in. Go in odd times. Lunch, dinner. I mean, not dinner. Your kid is not going to be there.
Hope
but
not.
breakfast, hope not. During the day, nap time. You know, if they have camera, ask if you see when your son or daughter come home make sure you strip them. Make sure you look at their whole body. شوفوا جسمهم كيف. يعني دي كلها حاجات بتخليك انت to make your irrational fear into either rational fear or make the fear go away. عشان ما تساعدك في انه الخوف ده ذاته يطلع من قلبك. مش لانه في حوادث كثيره بنسمع بها باطفال مارين يعني عانوا من احتداء كاطفال احتياجات خاصه وهم ما بيقدروا يجي يتكلموا. They don't come and talk to you, so you would not know what happened to them.
Right.
So all you see is your kid acting. If your kid acts a certain way, that's a flag. You know, like Kareem came home as less than 2 years old, you know, and he pinched me and lifted up. How he know that if somebody didn't do it to him? So I'm automatically paranoid. You know, you as a parent, that's one of the feelings you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel paranoid. You're gonna feel like always something is not right happened to your son or daughter. So anyways, the fear. Shock, grief, fear.
And the next one is exactly what she just said, which is empathy. Empathy with wanting to learn more about what your child or what your son or daughter is going through and finding ways to help. Like Hagir said, with the cameras and education, that's all part of that empathy. And that's what's going to help you be stronger. That's going to arm you with your success that you can take on this and you're not worried about other people's opinion because you know that there's resources and there's help. And a lot of people don't realize how much help is out there for children with autism. And I'm speaking from my own experience. Like I didn't realize all the resources that were available until after October 22nd. Literally. If you would have asked me before that, I would have told you the basics about autism. I wouldn't have said anything else. So it's important when you go through that empathy stage, right, that you educate yourself and you arm yourself with things that are going to help you be successful.
So empathy. Many mothers channel their emotion into deep empathy, which is make you like you want to know. Normally, if you don't know something, you are going to be curious about it. You want to know. So learn and make sure you don't let it go. When we're out and someone look at Kareem a different way, I make sure that I let them know. And if they continue to be ignorant, that's another discussion. But I am not taking no crap from somebody about my son. You know? If either you take us as a package, take us as a package, or leave us as a package. So, but again, also, there's certain things that I don't do. I don't take Kareem around with me to many places if he's not gonna benefit from it. Like if it's going to make him, I tried. And for a mother and a father, it's a trial and error.
You consider like how he may feel in certain situations.
You have to. Some people are like, oh, he needs to be out. He needs to be exposed to this and that. No. I mean, yes, he do, but it depends on what he's going to benefit from it. If he's going to be stressed emotionally, is he going to be miserable? Like when we take him and to spend nights outside of the house, he doesn't eat most of the time. So you have to like figure out if you have to go, then go. Or I'm just going to say, sorry, I can't come. And if people don't understand that,
then they're not meant to be in
then
your
they're
life.
not meant to be in your life. Because your priority is your son or daughter and their well-being. So if you can find someone to be around, Kareem likes to be in his home. He has everything set up that fit him. He's free. He can run, play, break things, do whatever. Like it's his own world. And if he's taking out, it will take him a couple days to adjust, and then he might not even, he's just going to be miserable. So do you want him to be miserable just because of your own like wanting to take him with you? Or you can find, like, go to where you need. If you have to go, it's absolutely needed. If it's quick, you know, then that's fine. If he's gonna go there and be miserable, like we did not take him with us to Japan. the flight is 14 hours.
Yeah.
And it's not fair for him or for the people in the airplane.
Yeah.
So you have to think about the well-being of your son or daughter, and also what is there to gain. Yeah. If you're going to a beach, something that he will enjoy, then yes, take him. But if you're gonna go and check museum and watch, you know, shows and stuff like that, he's not gonna care.
Right.
So you're not depriving him from anything.
Right.
Matter of fact, you're just making him miserable.
Right.
So yeah.
And our last emotion is resilience. Over time, parents often demonstrate remarkable resilience, engaging in learning, advocacy, support, networks to empower themselves and their children on their journey with autism.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know how strong they are until being strong is the only way. Yeah. I say this a lot, but as a parent, you know, you might not feel like you can do it. And God knows, with all the resources I have, I still feel like some days I just can't. And I do really look and think, this is how the rest of my life is going to be. Like, it is not something easy, and it doesn't matter. That does not make you a bad person. Yeah. Doesn't make you a bad mom. Doesn't make you a bad dad. It just makes you human. Yeah. And is that going to stop you? The question will be if your emotion is going to prevent you from being the best and doing the best for your son or daughter. Right. If that's the answer is yes, then you need to shake those emotions and keep going. Yeah. Power through. But if you go through those emotions and you feel, you know, I'm gonna get it out of my system, it is not going to stop me from getting up in the morning, doing what I have to do for my son or daughter, then that's fine. Yeah. You just have to feel. Yeah. Because honest God, so many days I feel like I can't do it. Yeah. And even though I have enough help in my life, I have enough good people in my life to help me. He goes to a good school. Like, I mean, we're trying, we're providing the best that I could to provide for him. But I still feel like I'm not doing enough, or I feel like I can't do it some days. So, you know, it is what it is. So you just gotta know, you know, it's okay to not be okay. Yeah. It's okay not to be okay. And feel that, cry it out if you have to, you know, scream, curse, whatever you do to help you cope, do it. And so what you
But then after that, take all those emotions and all those feelings that you have and turn it into motivation.
Positivity.
To make sure that your son or daughter has the best life that you can offer. Because at the end of the day,
you're resilient.
And so are they.
Yeah.
And kids are like sponges, you know, they grasp anything. So if you're walking around with hatred and anger, they're also going to portray those things. But if you're walking around with love, regardless of them breaking all of your good mugs in the kitchen.
Yes, he does that. He breaks all our mugs. But what I noticed with Kareem especially, like his father was not with us. He was in denial. And it's okay. He was going through that emotion, but it was showing on his face. Like he was getting angry, he was acting a certain way, and Kareem was not having it. Like he felt that negative emotion. حس بالإحساس النيجاتيف بتاعه. فبقى ما بيمشي له يعني he push him away, he doesn't want to be around him, he's fighting that. So that had me sitting and having a serious heart-to-heart conversation. You know what? If you're gonna act this way, you know, I don't need another child. I don't need someone to do extra work. My focus is toward my son and his well-being. So either you get with it,
get with the program,
or get out of my way. And until you come back. So he came around, and you know, he's still not in his feeling. He's still in his feelings because you know, it depends on how, you know, you're taking it. And it might take you a long time to accept. You know, you're in a denial phase, you're in an anger phase, and you're all on those phases. But again, go through your emotion and still do what you need to do, because your son or daughter are resilient and so are you. Yani, whatever you put out, they feel it, they know, they sense it. So if you want them to be miserable, then act like something is not right, you're not happy, you're not accepting them. In order for you to ask other people to accept your son or daughter, you need to accept them first.
Mic drop.
Yep.
Mic drop.
Just like with anything else in life, you can't ask people to love you if you can't love yourself. And if you don't love your son or daughter the same way you want other people to love them, no one is going to care, because you're it. You are it to them. You're their mom, you're their dad. So get with the program. And we get a lot of questions from moms who say, like, my husband is fighting me, not letting me do this. Or I got two dads, just two dads, that had the mom against them. And what I said is like, you know what? This is not time for you to sit and say, honey, sweetie. You know, you do that in your spare time. But this time is work time, grinding time. Doing the research, even if it has to fall all on you until that person catch up and start helping you, you gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Be, you know, exhausted. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be all of the above. But at the end of the day, if you grind the first 6 years, then you're helping them. And then it will make your life easy. A lot of people don't think it through. When your son starts to speak, he will be able to communicate. All of those behaviors, the tantrums, the breaking things, all of that might disappear, or just lessons become less. And you're going to put the work, but you're going to see the results. If you wanted to make it easy for yourself, make it easy for your son or daughter first. And then you might be able to enjoy, you know, free time here and there. And just come to it thinking that this is it. This is your life. So you gotta have a whole attitude.
You gotta come to terms with it.
Come to terms with it. Have a whole attitude change. You are going to change your house. Like, we're gonna have to show you one day how our house look now. And it's been like that since he was able to get up and walk. So you have to secure, you have to make changes, you have to make arrangement. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose people that don't want to be around your son or daughter, or don't want them to be around their kids. Because a lot of people think that autism is like a cold. You can catch it from being around people. That's not the case. But if someone is going to drop your relationship because of your son or daughter,
they weren't worth it in the
let
beginning.
them go.
You'll always find out who people are in the heat of the moment. You'll always find out. And I would recommend you get them out before then, but just like Hagir said, when you see those red flags, cut them.
Stop collecting.
Don't just keep putting them in a bag.
We're not red flag collector.
You got a bag of 100 flags walking around like this. No. Let them go and let those people go, because at the end of the day, our children are our future, right? Kareem and every child that has autism, like, these are pillars that are coming up in our community. So if we can't treat them with love and respect now, as they get older, it's going to be very hard. Okay? Very, very hard. So
anyways, this is, if you just joined us, when we hang up, when we finish, then you can go and listen to the whole video.
Watch the replay.
We are here Monday through Friday. If we're not doing a live, we will let you know in advance. But mostly every Monday, it's autism. So if you're a mom or a dad, you have an experience that you want to share with us, you can submit that. If your son or daughter is talented, submit the talent show. If you have a way that helped you and you want us to share it so it can help others, it can help a mom or a dad who are going through the process. If you have a way of coping that you are, thank you. If you have something that you learned throughout the process, share it. Don't hold it. Any knowledge that you gain, any resources, any things that helped your son or daughter or helped you as a person, share it with us. Drop a comment, email it, however you want to send it, just do it. And remember, you are it for the person in your life, your kids, your son, your daughter. And you know, you can truly either make their life better, or you keep it still, or you make it worse by the way you're acting. Remember, you're the adult.
Right.
I get messages from moms and saying, you know, their dad is acting like a child right now. He's throwing a fit and doing this and doing that, asking why this kid is not doing. You're the child, you're the adult.
Right.
You're the parent.
Get it together.
Get it together. No, get it together. I'll say it. Get it together. So, anyways, this concludes the day. Maya, take us out.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to join us tomorrow for violence awareness. Please make sure again that you're following us on all of our platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It is all under Hagir Network. Also, please, if you are a parent that may be suffering through domestic violence or any type of violence, please follow our Tomorrow's Smiles page on TikTok, and please hit that follow button. If you don't do it for the kids, do it for me, okay? Hit that follow button. But thank you. Oh, you gotta say your.
That's it.
You gotta
Be the change.
No, you gotta say your thing.
What
you
thing?
choose to be doing anything.
Oh yeah. You chose to do anything in the world in this 45 minutes, but you chose to be with us, and we love you for it.
Yes.
We appreciate you, and we thank you. So stay beautiful and be the change that you want to see in the world.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
And we're going to talk to you individually. And this is bye-bye.
Bye, TikTok.
Bye-bye,
Bye, Facebook.
TikTok.